So let's hear from the government. The Minister of Energy and Mining, Simon Bridges, says there are 18 petroleum bases around the country and only one, the Taranaki Basin, has been explored. Carmen Parahi spoke with him about Kaikoura, the Pegasus Basin and his vision for mining in this country.
What's your reaction to the people of Kaikoura?
Look, I'm prepared to go back. I don't have anything in my diary at this stage, but there is room for meaningful engagement on these sort of issues that I accept are controversial, but I also think when you think of that controversial, often it is a result of fear and misunderstanding that frankly is spread by the likes of the Greenpeace activist Mike Smith and people like that who frankly are wrong.
Are they?
Yes, they are wrong. Actually, they are stirring up fears on issues that if you go through them calmly and methodically aren't there.
We've talked to experts who say there's no science yet to prove what you're doing will protect marine mammals.
I am very confident from what I've seen from them that actually their science is robust, their processes are robust, and they do a very good job at protecting the marine life. So when I see on the clip, the talk from Māori, who are concerned about their traditional way of life and the food sources and so on, I don't see a reason for concern. Of course, in all things in modern life, there are certain risks. Statistically, and I hear the concerns in the clip about oil spill and these results that I'm not saying are impossible, but are exceptionally unlikely. Look, frankly, I think it's a low blow to link Anadarko to what happened in the horizon. The fact of the matter is, in terms of the legal requirements there were other companies that were badly at fault, but that was not Anadarko's responsibility. But let's also be clear. Let's also be clear.
No,
because I think this is important.
This is important too. New Zealand needs to trust these oil companies.
Well, actually, they need to trust that the government, because the buck ultimately stops. I agree with myself and with John Key and the political leadership in this country. They need to understand that we put these companies through the ringers, that we have the processes in place to protect this.
Mark Solomon doesn't believe the government has got it right.
Yeah, well, I don't accept. I think in terms of the regulatory framework, we've done, in world terms, more than enough. I feel that we have a very high position. But I've also said to you, and I say this to Sir Mark, I've said it to him, I think, personally, and I say it here, I suppose, publicly to him down the barrel of the camera. We have time on these issues. This is not just some sort of once-over lightly consultation. I think I've proved that in other parts of the country to other iwi. I take this engagement seriously. This is not a sort of an all or nothing or a kind of some simplistic no or yes. There is room for sensible engagement, some compromise and accommodation.
Where's the benefit for Kaikoura?
Well, there's huge benefit for New Zealand and for the regions. Let me take you through this. So there's the royalties I've already mentioned. Now, people say, well, that's not for Kaikoura. Actually, it is. That's what pays for the schools, for the hospitals, for the roads. We collect some $800 million as a Crown right now, and that money gets ploughed back in. Now, in terms of jobs, just look at Taranaki. Several thousand jobs in this area. Kaikoura, I mean, it has a viable, vibrant tourism industry. I don't believe that will be negatively impacted by this. Yes, I understand the controversy, but let's also understand the very significant benefits that come from sensible, environmentally, world best practice resource development.